19 years old, Lyniah Bell had a full ride scholarship to Michigan State University, came out of North Lawndale College Prep, killed allegedly by her boyfriend, Lafayette Hodges, 18. They found her shot to death with a gunshot wound to her head in his apartment. She was set to go home January 5th. Her parents were worried to death about her coming home and going to see this cat, because they said, from what the article says, that he was more like a street cat and she was a college prep type of girl. And I want to get into jealousy, envy, even in relationships. I also do a lot of shows about the issues in our communities. And the main issue I want to get into is fathers in the black community. I want to get into fathers in the black community because why is another point that I want to point out. Because what everybody's saying, I'm reading the comments on Facebook and I'm watching what everybody's saying. And they're saying, you know, a lot of young women like these street cats. Why don't a college preppy girl choose a college preppy guy? And I get it, you know, a lot of people and a lot of women are saying that the thug is the exciting type of person. However, when I talk about fathers in the black community, once you have a father, a good man in that household showing you what a good man is, a suit and tie, going to work every day, take care of his kids, children are able to see rather than because every time you turn on the TV, who do you see as the idol, the drug dealer, the gangbanger? Who do you hear rapping on the radio? The gangbanger, the drug dealer. That's who people associate a mate with. So you covet what you see every day. If you're not idolizing the Harvard graduates, the college banker, then you don't even, or a good father. If you don't know what it is, you don't know how to choose it. If you don't know what it is and never seen it, you don't know how to be it. You covet what you see. I want to get into now him. You know, here it is. Look at him crying, little punk. Here it is. You all in tears and you all sad and crying now. You can't take it, punk. You just took this young baby's life. Now, what do you see from this? This little girl, he knew she had her entire life ahead of her. She had everything going for her. And he knew that it was only a matter of time till she was and leave that clown. If you ain't making no moves, if you ain't trying to go to school and better your life, then she was probably more than likely gonna be gone. Jealousy, envy, he knew that. He knew she'd eventually move on. Young ladies, also, before I get into the story, but let me get into the story, but I want to say, young ladies, one of the most important things that you can do in dating, if you're 17, 18, 19, if you're reading this, first thing you must find out and peep are the controlling signs of being controlling, signs of being abusive. Any of those signs, jet, don't wait, go. Don't wait, just leave. And don't come back. Don't think about it, don't come back, leave them. Because it's not worth your life. There are signs of abusive people in the beginning. You must learn to find those signs. The story's going to read that just after 9:45 p.m., police was dispatched to the 8100 block of South Maryland Avenue of reports of gunshots. Police entered the residence and discovered Bell with a gunshot wound to her head inside a bedroom. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Her boyfriend was taken into custody. WGN spoke to her family in North Lawndale College Prep, received a full ride scholarship to Michigan State University. The freshman was studying business and journalism and had come home for the winter break. And read, this is a story from her family. I'm like, you don't need to be there. Need to be here, Mother Evelyn Hightower said. Family was worried she would get back with the boyfriend Bell met before she left to college. They did not approve of him. I didn't like him, says Hightower, says that's her mother. I told her, you don't match. You're a straight A student. He doesn't do nothing. He's in the streets. You don't need that. Bell told family she was going to stay at his Chatham apartment until she went back to school in January. The mother was like, I'm like, you don't need to go to a sorority party or a party at school to find somebody who's majoring to be a doctor. Yes. And you know what? And let me make this clear. Even though I said fathers with fathers, children and teenage little girls and boys do what they want to do. You know, it's only us to try to guide them. But at the end of the day, they still do what they want to do. And that's just being real. These kids, no matter how many times you tell them to go left, they still want to merge right. Children, you know, as much as we want to shield them from the world, shield them from danger, a lot of times they have to see, you know, they have to experience a lot of stuff on their own. This particular case is such an unfortunate tragedy. I'm like, you need to go to a sorority party or party at school so you can find you somebody that's majoring in a doctor. Regina Hightower was saying, because you don't need him. Her family is beyond shocked. She was so sweet, said the family. Whole life ahead of her, and he just took it from her. Her grandfather identified the body at Cook County Medical's office. Yes. And don't get me wrong, eventually she would have. She's just started. She is a freshman, starting school, and he knew that. His days were numbered. His days were done. And she probably told him that, like, dude, if you not going nowhere in life, if you ain't gonna meet me or beat me, pimp, you got so long. And she was probably letting him know, like, and giving those signs. Jealousy, envy, insecurity, insecure. Ladies, if you see that, if you sense that, if you even think that, that's the hardest age at 19, 20, because of young men and young women are unsure of themselves. They are depressed in a lot of cases. That's the only love he's ever known, the only life. And so he feels like life is over. Even on the flip side, a young lady may be dating a young boy and think that, oh my God, life is over. But when you're 19, you got years. You're going to meet him, and him. For him, he's going to meet her, and her. But at that 19, you feel that life is over at that age. That is a dangerous age to be dating and to be in love. I actually bear witness to something like this. Once upon a time, 19, there was a guy down the street, 19. That's a dangerous age to be dating. But these kids at 19, they're grown, you know. And what can you do? What can you do? You know, you can keep trying to tell these kids, warn them, but at the end of the day, you know, they're gonna do what they want to do. So, unfortunate tragedy. So, you know, oftentimes I've seen a lot of these stories, and that's where the insecurity comes from. Even when a woman makes more than a man, that jealousy and envy. You get jealousy and envy in relationships a lot. That is not uncommon. That is a very common thing. And once an insecure man sees that you're making more moves and you're going to find somebody worth your time, that's when the jealousy, envy, and the domestic violence come in. They try to break down your self-esteem so you think that you're less than. Because just like Jennifer Hudson says, just because you think I may go out and find somebody worth my time. And he knew that. He knew it was only a matter of time. Anyway, make sure you guys subscribe to My Life in the Shots YouTube channel. Send me a comment. I read them all, good, bad, ugly. Make sure you subscribe, like, share this video. Peace.